Hello friends, I'm Maribel Corper, Training Director and Therapist at the Massage Temple, and today we're going to talk about postural corrections, specifically a posture that often happens with computers and in the days we live in, called kyphosis. It is an exaggeration of the curve of the back where the hump is formed, and it is a very common phenomenon when people work with a computer because you tend to hunch your shoulders forward, causing the spine to curve and the body to gradually shrink in size over time. Today we'll tell you what little things you need to do to deal with and improve it. Besides getting a massage, it's also necessary to exercise. So we need to reinforce this entire front section in order to be able to stretch. This shrinks and we need to stretch it back, and the area here on the back that has stayed forward a little looser, we need to exercise so that it pulls the shoulders back. This way, we will have a much better posture. Let's address the problem from 3 different angles and come up with a comprehensive solution that effectively resolves the issue and ensures long-term improvement in our posture and overall well-being. The physical part, with exercise and sports, the massage part and the psychological part, because obviously this posture also involves a psychological aspect. When we are in the hunchback posture of kyphosis, what we are doing is sinking the entire front area and the area that feels like emotions or feelings. So actually it's like carrying a burden, it's like something we don't deserve. However, with a more uptight stance, we have an attitude of going through life devouring the world. So that's the first intention we have to have, and the first fixation in mind. When we do sports, when we do everything, and we're in the day practicing the posture, we always have to have the intention that you deserve it, and that way it will be a little easier for us to do the exercises. The first thing to consider in the posture is that the shoulders should be behind, so that the arm is in line with the body's midline. If the shoulder is already in front, we will never be able to have a good posture. So the first exercise will always be to bring the arms to the back and stretch the pectoral muscles. It is very important to stretch the front area. Therefore, with the sports exercises that we are going to do, we will do a lot of stretching in the front. We will also do stretches with the arms by joining the thumbs or hands. We can stretch the arms a little backwards, and this will help us stretch the entire front area and the sternum to open up. Opening up the chest and being able to take breaths here in this position is very important for us to remember to breathe, because it's something we forget. And with the hunchback or kyphosis, if you notice, by leaning forward, we are closing and compressing the entire rib cage. So that's going to be the important part of working from the front. And then for the back part, so you can stretch, so you can gain strength, it's necessary to exercise. We have to perform arm exercises, rowing exercises, and strengthen our back to improve our fitness and overall strength. Swimming is very beneficial for strengthening your back, or any other preference you may have, or any other option that suits you best, but always giving a great deal of attention to this entire area. And now we're going to move on to the massage part to explain to you how a masseuse can help you a lot to release those muscle blockages that at first are going to be difficult for you to move. That's why the massage is very important in this part too. Let's begin with the posterior part of the back, specifically the area of hunched posture. First, you got to loosen up the whole area around the spine. Let us ascend cautiously on the neck and alleviate all the tension that emanates from the vertebrae. We will start letting them go and passing them between each other to begin relaxing them now, as part of the process to gradually ease their conditions. Then later on, we will proceed to work on the paravertebral muscles, which are located on both sides of the spine and are the muscles that are experiencing slightly more discomfort due to the posture. We are going to balance them, we are going to knead them, we are going to do everything we can to warm them up, and we are going to keep opening up more and more possibilities and opportunities. We will relax all of the ribs, the intercostal muscles, and we will start by wanting to open up, and then we will work on the shoulder blade from above. Our goal is to release tension and improve mobility in these areas, providing relief and restoring optimal function. Above, there are multiple muscles that pass and that are typically very tense, so it is important in principle to release all of that tension. After massaging and loosening that part quite well, we are going to relax the arm up to at least the elbow region, and there we are going to gently place the hand where it falls more or less naturally, and we are going to help lower the elbow in order to lift the scapula. This way, we can take advantage of the lifted scapula to stretch and maintain the stretches for a little while. We do not have to apply force or be rough, and it is not necessary for it to cause any pain. It simply depends on each person's flexibility and the condition of their scapulae. Therefore, we are going to provide them with a little elasticity, stretch them, and open them up. We will maintain the posture for a considerable amount of time to ensure that the scapula loosens up. To begin with the upper section, we can initiate by reducing the height of the shoulders. Our objective is to make them unwind and unwind and unwind, allowing them to descend. We can exert pressure from the superior position, merely permitting our body mass to descend in a soft manner, without coercion and without causing pain to the individual. And then another approach we can utilize is by elongating the arm, so we would delicately grasp it by the wrist, being cautious to allow it to move freely, being cautious not to exert excessive force, and maintaining a firm grip, and we do not apply excessive force. We simply attempt to elongate without coercion, without inducing tension, and gradually we allow ourselves to descend, 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 descend. So we will elongate both arms, and now that we have them elongated and the shoulders well lowered, we are going to focus on the pectoral region, which is a muscle that contracts significantly. So we will exercise caution because it can be quite uncomfortable. We are going to enter the armpit and attempt to warm it up. And then with the assistance of a towel, we will attempt to seize it, grip it firmly, exert a slight amount of force to extract a portion of it, and maintain it in a distinct location. With utmost gentleness, so as not to cause any pain, but still ensuring maintenance. And there, we proceed to separate in order to attempt stretching it a little further. And now, after having worked the pectoral muscle there at the insertion point with the shoulder, we are going to work it all the way down to the sternum. And there, through all the gaps between the ribs, we are also going to try to loosen it up and stretch it out. Finally, we finish by stretching both sides gently around the sternum, which is the area where emotions and sensations can become trapped and stagnant, hindering our overall well-being and vitality. So I am aware that it hurts, I am aware that it is not pleasant, but we would need to massage it, give it some gentle taps, and all of this is going to assist us in releasing all the tension that we are holding on to, which will ultimately provide relief. And finally, to ensure a pleasant experience for the individual, we conclude by providing a soothing neck massage. Since because of the hunchback, because of the hump, the neck also gets affected, because when we slouch our shoulders forward, we flex the neck. So we're going to relax it so that the effect is much more pleasant. We manipulate the dough by kneading it and carefully strive to achieve a gentle balance in order to stretch it. All of this is going to help us a lot to combine it with sports, because if we help the muscle stretch and release from all the insertions, when we do sports, we are going to work that muscle better, we are going to enhance it better, and surely we will be able to change our posture in less time. Well, I hope you guys liked the video and that you stop going around all messed up in life. If you know someone who has the same problem, share it and you'll see that they'll thank you for it. If you have any doubts, leave us a comment, and if you want a massage, come to the massage temple. Have a good day and enjoy.